Okay, welcome back to my video. I know this is a different look. I'm usually seated up in my office back home, but I'm making this video from vacation, and this is my first vacation in 6 months. It's been 6 months of grinding. I know there hasn't been that many videos in that time besides the Rabbit R1. If you are interested in that device was set to have flopped, but the Rabbit team has been putting in a lot of work, and I reviewed your latest updates in my last video, and I'll put that somewhere here. For today's video, I really want to talk about what I've been up to and what tech I'm using recently. So as you can see, I'm on vacation on an island. Taking my first well-deserved vacation, and what I bring with me on vacation is very interesting, very limited for specifically just disconnecting, because I think with the tech space, things move so fast, and trying to keep up, I'm having trouble finding the balance between like actually doing, which is building data pipelines to my day-to-day job, and also like I guess like teaching, sharing, creating, however you want to call it, which is making these YouTube videos. So having a little bit of time on my break, I both wanted to be rested and also like present, but also like take the opportunity to be creative a little bit. And for you today, I have a video showing what tech I bring on vacation. So let's get started. The first one is my phone. So I bring this phone to stay connected to the world. Obviously, you need a smart device in this day and age, unfortunately. I'm dreaming of the day I can switch to, I guess like a dumb phone or an old phone that is not a smartphone. There's this Clicks phone that's coming out. I pre-ordered one, so I can't wait to get my hands on that. But for now, I'm using an iPhone 17 Pro. I upgraded from a 13 Pro, and it's been great. Just a much nicer camera, and I guess like a smoother UI experience. That's about it. That's what I use my phone for. This is really my backup camera to my next tech device, which I bring on my trips, which is a Sony FX30 is what I'm recording this on. Great camera, great for photography. I just love this camera all around. I chose this over the FX3 just for the lenses. I think paying for a camera and then paying another thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for lenses just doesn't make sense to me. I think when you own something, you should own it and not have to like reinvest just huge amount of money into the same thing to get great use out of it. So FX30 has been great. I have a Sigma 17 to 70 on it, recording right now, and I recently got this. I forget the name of it, but one of those lens covers that help blur out the camera. I think if you know the name of it, drop it down below. That's how much I know about cameras. I'm really just learning from Reddit at this point, what I should get, but it's been great. And also recording this on this microphone right here. Oh, I probably shouldn't smack it. Hopefully that didn't blur the audio, but I'm recording it on this. Next up is my headphones, another Sony device. Man, I own a lot of Sony. This is the Sony, right here, let it zoom into that, the Sony M6 headphones. I've been on the Apple way for a while, and I was holding out to get a new pair of headphones. I had the AirPod Maxes before this, and honestly, this is much better, lighter, more comfortable, and I bring this with me on the flight to block out the noise from planes and just to sleep on flights. And then secondly, also work out. I work out a lot on my trips. People go on vacation, I think it should just be chill, which I agree, you should be chill, but hear me out. If you work out, right, the two most challenging things I found for me is sleep and eating, right? Because you got to meal prep, you got to cook the right foods. But when you're on vacation, especially an all-inclusive vacation, it's the perfect opportunity to put on muscle. And on this trip, I've put on 7 pounds of muscle so far. Just eating clean, fruits, veggies, wings, you name it. Soups, I don't know. Anything I want, I get. And it's been lovely. Next up is this bad boy right here. I've shown this on my YouTube before, and this is the Steam Deck. I bring this for two purposes. I think every device I bring has two purposes. The first one is to watch movies. This is really the only big screen I bring. I don't bring a laptop when I travel. I try not to unless I need to or expect to work. But I don't want to. I don't want to be called by my job. I don't want to be tempted to work. Like, I don't even need to be called. I think I'm just a workaholic by nature, so I will be tempted. So I don't bring a laptop, and I bring this to watch movies. It's great for that. I got the OLED big screen one, and It's been lovely. I also game here and there, but I found that because of my competitive nature, gaming actually tends to be brain intensive. So it's not as relaxing as I guess like some people's experience might be. So for me, gaming is high stress. Yeah, I'm playing to win. I don't take losses well. Give me the dub. And sometimes you just end up in having a rough day gaming, and that just stresses you out. So I don't game as much on vacation, but I brought it anyways. See how I'm already sweating up just standing outside in the heat? I bring this fan when I'm anywhere where it's just too hot and there's no proper AC. Right now it's fine. I guess the wind is carrying, but sometimes you're inside and the AC is not hitting. So I bring this with me. It's rechargeable via USB-C, thanks the Lord. By the way, every device I have, USB-C, 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 and USB-C, yeah. So I travel with all these devices in one cord and one charger, and I love it. So this is the last one, just to keep me cool in the midst of everything that's going on vacation. Last but not least, the only thing that has a unique charger which I bring on vacation is my Apple Watch. Apple cooked with this feature, and this is really the main reason why I have this. They have, hold on, let me play it, and if you know, you know. Stick with me. They have this. Wait, don't go anywhere. Let me cook. Oh, you hear that? Let me put up against the mic one more time. Yeah, all the Apple fanboys knows what that is. So that's to find my iPhone. I tend to lose things. I don't know. I'm having a good time. I don't track my devices as well, and then boom. I just need to find something real quickly, or I need to run. I just do one of those, and I find my iPhone pretty quick. So that's really why I have my Apple Watch on me. It's the fastest way to find my iPhone. And secondly, it's also to work out, obviously, you know, get the gym gains. So track my workouts and find my iPhone, which is why my Apple Watch is always coming to me. But when I'm going out to dinner, obviously I don't wear my Apple Watch. I got nicer watches for that. And that's it. These are all my devices. Again, recap, you need an iPhone because the world keeps moving while you're on vacation, and you need to know. And secondly, it's a great beat cam to the FX30. Sony headphones, workout, travel, best headphones in the game for all around, everything you need. They're a bit bulky. So for that reason, actually, let me not forget this. I also have a pair of AirPods when I want to have conversations. I do love these actually, but the microphone on the Sonys are not that great. So I'll have conversations and people are like, what? So I get a lot of that. So I switched to these and the audio is just immediately better. I guess this is what this is made for. So AirPods for conversation and phone calls in public or outside where it's not quiet. That's really the only reason I have these. Movies and video games, mostly movies. I don't play games on vacation as much. And last but not least, a fan. And I can't show this. I guess let me record. I'm gonna record this camera and where it's sitting so you can see the vantage point. Boom. There you are. I'm here. You're there. I'm here. And that's it. The FX30.